Okay. Time. Uh, time to prep. Curse of Strahd. I woke up just like the itchiest nose. Like it's just so itchy. Anyways, we have Nightfall. They're having a time, and that's Thursday. But today is Daybreak, and they're having an even worse time. It occurs to me that we do have to we do have to figure out the end for these guys. Like, what is there an end game? Like, where are we headed with this? I guess the question is, do we think that they're going to embrace their dark powers? Yeah, no, this is I didn't sleep well last night. I woke up and I had a lot of trouble getting out of bed to come run this, to even come prep this. I just I hate it. It's terrible. They have put themselves in such a terrible, awful place. I just don't know. I don't know what to do with them anymore. They're completely incompatible with each other, and I honestly don't mind if the campaign just ends here in the Amber Temple. Like, if I'm being truthful. If they just can't make it, like, weekend morning games to things to people, yeah. Hey, dude, did you do your crystals today? Did you do your AFK crystal base yet? Could you? I sent you an invite, Kdex, to defend some crystals, bro. Like, help me out, man. I got 1,410 crystals. They're in jeopardy. We got to defend the crystals so we can get the star orbs to summon the handsome hand man. Like, just just log in. It'd help me guard the crystals. Just make it look really tough and tedious so that nobody'll do it. Time to let the dice tell the story, even in a TPK. The problem with these guys is mechanically they built some strong characters, okay? Incredibly broken build, very strong, but role plays their wisdom and intelligence all the time, so basically a non-threat, just a liability, okay? Good build, terrible dice rolls, okay? Good build, terrible dice rolls. So that's just whatevs. Terrible build, good dice rolls, okay? Insane build, causing trouble, all the time causing trouble. And insanely unbalanced build, always causing trouble. It's worse than both my Red Hand of Doom groups, okay? It's worse than both my Red Hand of Doom groups. Like, these guys are so all over the place. They're their own worst enemy, you know? Like, there is no way that this group could beat the game. Like, they just fuck themselves too hard. I think if anything, we will lose Shane/Gibby as a player, because I think that these four are willing. These three are all in for evil. This guy will. I think he'll buckle under the peer pressure before he does. I think this guy would willingly leave the party, like leave the group, just so that he could have the story to tell that he had to leave the group because he was the only one who would be good, who would be a good guy. I really believe that. I really believe that. So, and then I think that these three are at a point where they don't want to be purged of their Dark Passenger. I think they want to free their Dark Passengers. I think they want to control their Dark Passengers and have all that power for themselves. That's what I think. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah. I don't know. It's a mess. It is a mess, to be sure. They have the Amber Temple to explore. They don't have Van Richten anymore. The only hope they have... It won't let me accept the invite. Protection period expired. Bro, we're in danger. Alright, hold on. That can't be true. Alright, hold on. It says I got 56 minutes left. Did I lose already? Nah, hold on. I'm gonna send you a fresh invite. Listen, if you guys don't play AFK Journey, you don't understand the stress we're under right now. Okay. It says you're not. There you go. All right, I sent you a fresh one. Oh man, Scottrick, don't even get me started on Mythic. If we don't play tonight, I'm gonna cancel all the post game content. I'm just putting it out there. If we don't have all hands on deck tonight, I am gonna cancel all the post game content. You know what? I'm gonna post that right now. I woke up in a fucking mood. Let me see. Where's Mythic? I don't even remember where it is. We never play anymore. All right. Hey, real talk. I need everyone to start making it to games. If we cancel tonight, I am cutting all the post-game content. Can't be dragging this out for the next 3 years. Oh my god. Well, I'm so mad at Mythic that you guys caring about Mythic makes me mad. which is crazy because they were my favorite group. They were my favorite group. It's very easy to fall out of the top spot, though. It's very easy to fall out of the top spot. My love diminishes very quickly. It's like a fleeting bat going erratically through the air. That's not the best analogy. I'm tired. Okay. All right. Yeah, I had to stop. I'm gonna have to stop running Dragonbane because I can't run two stressful ass games and then have a fun game sandwiched in between them. It just makes for like a very long day. So like, yeah, I don't know. It's a bummer. Anyways. No one will help me defend these crystals. It's like 1,510 crystals at stake here, guys. If you don't play AFK Journey, you don't understand. Okay. Ugh, so upsetting. All right. Oh well. Oh, bro, did you already... You can only defend once in... When the fuck did you defend? Like last night? You could only defend once in a 24-hour period. Man, I'm out here on my own, just dying. That's cool. Just cool. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, like you only get to do it once in a 24-hour period. So if you help somebody else do it, or if you do it yourself, it doesn't matter. It still counts. I mean, you get the same points if you team up. So I don't know why. I don't know why everybody isn't just teaming up. It's so stupid. Okay. So, anyways, I don't think Shane or Shane's player is gonna give an inch. Ergo, we're gonna lose Shane's player by the end of Amber Temple. That's my prediction. Would I bother putting another player in that spot at the tail end of the campaign? Maybe. I might advertise it as like, if they're going full evil, I might advertise it as like, hey, if you played Curse of Strahd before, this is your chance to play as an evil monster in Curse of Strahd, and then see if anybody wants to take the spot. Otherwise, they might try to get by with just 4 people. We'll see. I could definitely see Tiernan, well, you know, no matter what, I could see Tiernan being bullied into. That sounds bad. I could see Tiernan being dangerously peer pressured. Nope, that sounds bad too. I could see Tiernan abandoning his personal values. Nope. All right, well listen. They ain't crashed. Didn't think. No, bro. They ain't doing okay. It's not going well at all. Thanks for asking. So I don't know what they're going to get up to in here, but I know that we've got enough content in the Amber Temple to keep them busy for a couple of weeks. So that's probably why I'm being so, like, flighty or whatever during the prep, because, like, what else are you going to do? You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's see. We were going to talk about what happens afterwards. We did that for Nightfall. We could do it for this as well. So let's do that. Let's look at our fucking notes. Man, you ever just wake up in just like a terrible mood? Yeah. Now, I will say this, as a paid DM, you have to compartmentalize that stuff. Customer service, okay? You have to put that stuff in a box before the game starts. I don't know how. I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but you're definitely supposed to do it. All right, sorry about that. Okay. Let's go. All right. Amber Temple, Dark Gifts expanded. That's the same document twice. Come on, bro. Daybreak. Here we go. And what about Amber Temple Revised? Got it. All right. And then okay. So let's see. Amber Temple. We do have, however, on Thursday nights, we do have a proof of concept that if you break Strahd's bindings to the stones, he is a very killable individual. Like, super easy to kill. Not super easy, but manageable, I think. But, like, getting there is pretty rough. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Let's. Thanks. I said I had a drink. Oh, okay. Man. Uh-oh. Now I'm receiving secret messages too. This is the most chaotic prep stream ever. All right. Okay. Let's get focused with our last 25 minutes of prep. All right. So session calculator, 25 sessions are left. Do we really feel that way? Let's find out. They have entered the Amber Temple. Now they have Exanther, side bosses, Vampire, treasure, and loot. So I have them slated for 4 more sessions in the Amber Temple. I could easily see Amber Temple being 4 more sessions. Based on how long the Great Tar Hack fight took, I could actually see it probably going 6 to 8 sessions, which is fucking bananas. Then they get a 7-day timer. They could try to do all these things in the 7-day timer. All right, let me get my calendar out. Okay. So, if we assume that they entered last week, and that was 07, and then next, no wait, 07, no, shit, this week's 07. Last week was 0603. No, there we go, 630. Brain work, great. Let's see. Then we got optional side bosses. That's definitely more than 1 fucking session. So let's see. We'll do 2 sessions for that. So we got 0714. We got 0721. All right. Let's see. Then we got Vampire. That would be a session. We are not playing on the 28th. So we put here no session 0728. We got Vampire Fight coming back from break. That would be August, so 0804. And then miscellaneous looting of the temple and getting your shit straight out. That might be another session. Let's go into August. Okay, so it'll be 0811. Now the 7-day timer kicks in. They got, we'll assume, Argynvost Holt. So that would be 0818. Transportation of Skull would probably be mixed in with other stuff, but we could just say 0825. Lighting the beacon, that takes us all the way into fucking September. So we're at 0901. Taking care of these stones, 0808. Nope, sorry, that's 9 now. And then 0915, and then 0922, and then 0929. Okay, then that brings us into October. Would be pretty rad if we ended the adventure on Halloween. That'd be pretty cool. Mid bosses in the castle exploration. Let's see. That'd be 1006. Nope, that's fuck that up. Don't do that. Okay, hold on. 1006, 1013, 1020. 1027. And then we got some padding there too. if we took it all the way to the 29th, let's see, that would be 3, 10, 17. I doubt we're going to play on the 24th, so 3, 10, 17 for padding. Alright. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 more sessions? I don't think that's going to happen, 19 more sessions, but it could. It could happen. Yeah. So, anyways, that's kind of the general roadmap of where we're at. Now, in the end game temple here, again, I don't think the party's going to stay together through this. IRL, I don't think the party's going to stay together through this dungeon, but we will see. What do I think the endings are going to be thus far, like we did for the other game? Let's see. Happy ending. Will there be a happy ending? Alright, let me grab this. Alright. Oh, and how does it end? Cool, we'll take both of these and move them up towards the top. Go. Alright. Yeah, happy ending. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, everybody has Curse of Strahd. In my opinion, Curse of Strahd ends two ways. One, everyone gets burnt out and they quit. Or two, they get, you know, the end. They get the end. Now, amongst the games that quit, it is for one of two reasons. The normal reasons, people are disrespectful of the hobby. Just throwing it out there. Two, morale breaks, because this is a horrible campaign. And then I guess a third one would be life happens, you know, people die, people have babies, you know, things like that. Now, amongst the games that actually finish, I think a big majority probably just run it raw, and then the DM is like, ha ha ha, you didn't actually do anything, cause according to the adventure, Strahd can't be defeated, so he just comes back to life. You idiots. Ha ha ha. You suck. You spent 2.5 years of your life, and it didn't matter. Gothic horror. So, like, that's the raw ending. Okay, that's the raw ending for the game. You work really hard, and you go through all this shit. You maybe accomplish 1 or 2 personal things, but in the end, it doesn't matter. That is the weakest Gothic horror. It's still Gothic horror. It's definitely still Gothic horror. But it feels like the weakest one. So that's why Dragna Carta, Mandy Mods, and the community, they made the Feigns content, right? So you could have like a way to do it. And then people invented like the Vampire content for like that post-game, make sure this is over forever kind of thing. So like there are ways, right, to like break the cycle, as it were. At the end of the day, you have to remember that this is Gothic horror, and Gothic horror does not normally have happy endings. Like, the happiest ending is you're still probably haunted. Like, everyone died except you, and you're now haunted for the rest of your life. Literally and also emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Because trauma. Like, there's no walking away from Gothic horror and being like, I did it. I'm a big damn hero. I'm the best. So, it's hard to, like, be the DM, right? And have these players and keep doing horrible things to them. And then they have these characters that I hope they care about. But at the same time, if they care about these characters, it just makes what's happening to them even worse. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's bad, okay? Like, you signed up for this to be tortured, essentially, and you made a character to see how far that character could be pushed, how much that character could endure, what that character could deal with. There was a contract, you might say, when we started this adventure, and we've been trying to stick to that, like an S&M service, right? Some people have had their limits pushed. Some people have had to leave. Some people need a break. But like, we're not pulling the punches, and we're not easing up. If that means TPK, it means TPK. If it creates an issue in the party where the party cannot continue forward anymore, then we will honor that, okay? I'm certainly not going to compromise 3 players for 1.5 players. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not going to force the fun and goals of one person that's going against the grain on everyone else. It would be like in a normal campaign if these 3 were heroes, and then this guy was an anti-hero, and then this guy was like, I'm a serial killer. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like the reverse of that. Like, we're dealing with 2nd edition D&D toxic lawful good right now. Where I'm not going to compromise my character's beliefs. I'm not going to compromise my power fantasy of being good because everyone else decided to be bad, right? It's a group game, though, okay? And I don't run a split party, so if the majority of the party is like, guess we're drinking evil Kool-Aid and we're evil now, that's the game I'm going to run. Especially when I advertise up front that that's something that could happen, okay? So if you want to play a character who cannot get along with the rest of the character, I can't protect you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't protect you from the story, or at a certain point, even from the other characters. Because I also mentioned in the ad for this game that PvP, in certain circumstances, was going to be allowed. So, like, you gotta understand that, like, it is what it is, you know? And it's a shame because Shane has made some very good progress as a good character. My classic group, they are playing as mostly good characters, and they have an evil player character in their group, and the evil player character is trying to be good despite their instincts for selfishness and evil, right? They're a neutral evil character if we had 9 alignments, because they understand that these allies are all they have, and so they need to get along to get along. Do you know what I mean? And for some players, not player characters, for some players, that they can't abide that. They cannot abide that, right? So yeah, if I signed up for a game and everybody started being a murder hobo in that game, and I just didn't want to be a murder hobo, the responsible thing for me to do would be to say to the group and the DM, hey, you guys are having a great time, but, like, I'm not, and this isn't the play style that I want to play right now, and I certainly don't want to play it with this character, but I don't even want to make another character that would fit better. I just don't think I should keep going with the group, right? Like, that's the responsible thing to do when you find yourself in that situation. If I went to everyone else, the GM and the 4 other players, and I said, I want everyone to compromise their fun for me, for my fun, I don't think that's cool. Do you know what I'm saying? And, like, you could definitely put it out there and say, like, hey, maybe less murder hobo, right? But now 4 people are having less fun so that I could maybe have a little bit more fun. They're still going to do murder hobo stuff, right? They're still going to be doing murder hobo stuff. They're just going to do a little less murder hobo stuff because I asked them to. So am I really getting what I want? Not really, right? I could look around and find a group of people that all we do is roleplay making out with each other all day. And I'm like, that's the game I'm looking for. And I sign up for that one. Do you know what I mean? Like, why would I drag the experience down for everyone else? Like, everyone said, let's go bowling, right? Like, hey, let's go bowling. And I'm like, well, okay. And then we get there and I'm like, I'd rather play mini golf. And everyone's like, but we all agreed to go bowling. And I'm like, yeah, but like, there's a mini golf like right next door. So like, let's do that instead. And then all the other people are like, but bowling. And I'm like, I guess I'll just complain about bowling the whole time and keep mentioning golf, you know, and to make you guys feel bad, to drag down your fun because I want to do this instead. It's complicated, right? Now, I have the benefit that I only have one friends and family group, and that's on Wednesdays, and we communicate really well, and we would put out, you know, anything that was causing conflict, we would just talk about it. So very lucky in that way. I'm also lucky that these games aren't friends and family games. So like, if you're not a good fit for the game, I'm just gonna tell you you're not a good fit for the game and you should leave. If you come to me and say, hey, I don't like this, you should like change it for me, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna do that because it's going well for everybody else, and also that's not what we advertised. So yeah, I wanted to kind of clear the air and vent because you're probably gonna see over the next couple episodes that this divide between the characters is going to get bigger, and then the divide between the players is going to get bigger. And I want to put it out there. I try to be a very good game master. I try to be a very good referee, and I try my best to be equitable and impartial. And it's really hard because I'm human and I'm emotional and I'm opinionated. So like, it is hard to be impartial, and it is hard sometimes to see what needs to be done to create equity. But in this particular instance, there's nothing I can do for this player on the left that would fix the divide that has been created here, other than hand-waving away all of the consequences, decisions, and role-playing that the right-hand side has done. And that, to me, feels disrespectful to them. Alright, so glad I got that vented. Alright, so how does it end? Strahd takes stolen allies and weaponizes against party. This includes Mackenzie and Van Richten. Love that. Love that. What can we do with Mackenzie to make her something that the party would be upset about? What would be an upsetty thing to do to Mackenzie? Obviously, physically deforming her body, it would definitely make them really upset because she was sweet and beautiful and pure and innocent. Don't make her a sexy undead. Make her a barely recognizable beast. Like, that would definitely be good. She was afraid of becoming a werewolf, so can't really make a dead person a werewolf, but could certainly make her an abomination of sorts. So that would be kind of cool. Then we've got Van Richten. What could we do with Van Richten? Van Richten very much... I think Strahd would want to turn him into a vampire under his control. So that's kind of a no-brainer right there. Van Richten vampire / former vampire hunter. That's good shit right there. So let's add some notes in our to-do list up here for them. All right. Van Richten, a vampire. And then we're going to do focus on silvery barbs and fate/luck related rolls and knowledge, abuse of knowledge as a theme. All right, then we got Mackenzie. So with Mackenzie, flesh horror, bestial, suffering. Yeah. What about upper torso? No arms. Intact, comma, but trapped inside the rib cage and flesh of a demonic flesh construct. Unwilling passenger pilot. Love that. Love that. Alright. Let's see. Abbott has recovered enough to show up and grant dope boons for Strahd fight. Alright. Figure out Abbott involvement. This will occur with or without Shane. Because Shane planted the seed, but the tree's still going to grow, one way or the other. If the beacon has been lit, the sun will be out, and an army of revenant paladins will be beating down the gates. Ghost dragon, dive bomb at some point. All that sounds pretty good. Nothing mechanical I really need to worry about there. Consider layer actions for heroes if beacon is lit. Alright. If facing him in the Hall of Bones, special layer action. So design special layer action for Hall of Bones. Alright. Sweet. Will there be a happy ending? Alright, anyone still bound to dark powers must remain. If more than one, the realm is divided into that many distinct kingdoms. Love that. Love that. Seeker. The Seeker is bonded to the Fanes. It will take a long time for them to recover their strength. But as long as the Amber Temple holds prisoners inside of it, Barovia will be set apart from the rest of the prime material plane. Temple must be cleansed and destroyed, or all cells emptied for the land of Barovia to truly be returned to the prime material. Wonderful. Anyone not bound to the Fanes or a dark power will be offered a chance to leave, escorted by Aragol, since they saved his daughter. Alright, so all that sounds pretty good. We have 3 minutes and change. Let's do a quick play-by-play predictions. Alright, predictions for Anna. Anna will want her own kingdom. Anna will want to be freed of dark power. Anna, unlikely to leave Barovia. That's another prediction I have. And, that's all I got for her so far. Alright. What about Darius? I think at this point, Darius is all in. Let's see. All in for Graveworm. Unlikely to compromise. Will not spare Strahd. Might fuck off and leave early with Tarachamedes if given the chance. Use Mercedes as a campaign anchor. Whew. Alright. Shane. Alright. Unlikely to compromise or survive. Player unlikely to continue if Shane dies. Fair enough. Let's see. Daniel. Alright. Player and PC are along for the ride. Will take it moment by moment. There is no predicting Daniel other than the fact that Daniel will just go with the flow. And honestly, if you can get a Daniel in your game, or a Jones as a player in your game, you are very lucky, because he is phenomenal. Bad sound a lot of the times, terrible audio, but an amazing player. An amazing player. Alright, Anna, Darius, and then finally we got Tiernan. Let's see. Tiernan. Will adapt to the story. Wants good, but willing to get hands dirty for greater good or revenge. Alright, those are my predictions. That's my rant about the current dynamics of the party. Oh man, 2 Daniels and Steinhardt. I'm jealous. Alright, well, I have to go. I'll be back later tonight to either run or cancel Mythic Odysseys, so that'll be exciting. We'll either be having a happy prep where we're getting ready to really do some cool shit, or we're going to have a prep where I'll teach you how to cut a shitload of content from a campaign. So that'll be fun. Alright, hope everybody has a great day. Let's go ahead and raid Lex and get out of here. Let's see. Raid Lex. How to cut a shitload of... Yeah, exactly. Thank you, myself from 30 seconds ago. Whew. Alright. Any second now. That is to say 2 seconds from now. Raiding begins.